So we had to be able, to assemble thousands and thousands of connections and keep them meaningful. And we also had to deliver results in seconds. And trust me, it wasn't an easy task. And today I'm actually going to demo this live for you because I think one of the really cool things about it is just how fast it works. It's
Right.
really kind of mind-boggling. So I've been in here playing around, and I'm gonna show you something that I think is kind of important, and that is, we're not snobs here at Leopard. We have information on all kinds of firms, small firms, mid-sized firms, of course, the top 200, but we have information on all of them. So even if a small firm can come in here and get some, meaningful results by running this report. This is a small firm. It has connections into different companies. They can go in and see how they're connected to these people, whether they worked in the intellectual property practice in Wilmer Hale, which was a former employer in Washington between 2013 and 2010. And that seems like pretty good, right? But but our high connections have a little bit of a higher threshold. I'm going to clear these filters. I can restore them and bring back the same search. I can click back and it's going to take me back to where I was before. And then I can also sort all of these columns to find, the most connections at the top. But now I'm going to go in and I'm going to search a big firm. And we'll explore all of their connections. So they have a lot more attorneys, right? So they have a lot more, a lot more results. And I think I'm filtering by I'm looking financial industry. Okay, so just looking in the financial industry, I've got connections into all these different areas. If I want to see them all, I can just click here and it will take me to all of those connections. And if I look at the middle section, it's going to tell me how I'm connected. So this is connected by law school. So here, Aaron and Jonathan both went to Virginia. They both, and this is a low connection. Why? Because Aaron graduated in 2006 and Jonathan graduated in 2008. So if I look at a law school with more of a medium connection, then I'm going to see they were in the same class year. If I look at a different law firm connection, then it's going to tell me that Brianna and Jenny worked in the litigation practice area at Lewis Brisbois in Costa Mesa, California between 2019 and 2009. How cool is that? That is very cool. And now I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at, let's do something else. Let's see, consumer goods. And now I've got my consumer goods up here. So all the different, if you're familiar with our in-house database, these are all of the sectors that we have in our in-house database. So, and the reason why we did that was because it's really not that helpful to bring back a million connections. I mean, you can search for all of them, certainly, but I think it's a little better to be able to slice and dice. Of course, you can always come in here too. I'm going to drop this out. And now I'm going to put Apple Inc. Explore connections. Now see at Apple, they've got 6,396 connections. So I would say, you might stick to your high, but if you click on them all, it's going to bring them all back for you. And now I've got them all, but you can also sort by connection strength. You can sort by the attorney name. You can sort by connected by, you can sort by all of these items, but all of these people have some high connections. So here, Andrew and Cameron worked in the corporate practice area in Skadden Arps in LA between 2013 and 2016. Here, Christopher and Nicole worked in the litigation practice area in Wilmer Hale in Washington between 2012 and 2015. It's really super cool. So if they have a high connection, they should be able just to pick up the phone and give Nicole a call and say, how you doing? We haven't seen each other in a while. You can also manipulate this. You can drop out low connections, medium connections. You can take out some past experience, but all of it is just to help you find who at your firm has the best shot of getting business at Apple. Is it through, now remember we just did the alumni report, right? So these people from Skadden are related through Skadden to these people. That means these are all your alumni, Skadden. These folks are all your alumni. They would be in your alumni report. But what this does for you is help you to narrow the field. You can send them a generic email and go, hey, it's Skadden and we're having a big party. We want you to come and we want you to be a part of that. Or you could say, wow, yeah, Carl and Christy worked together during this year. Maybe Carl could send her a personal note and say, you know, please come by and join us. We're having a special event or whatever it is. It gives more of that personal touch, right? This is all about business development. And the more personal the touch, the better it is. And we can help deliver the information to you that can help you decide who's the best person to tap to go try and get that business at Apple. These folks are all, of course, in our in-house database. We have their LinkedIn profile right here. We've got their phone number. We have, and their email address is connected to their name. Wherever you see their name is in blue. That means we've got their email address ready to go. So we also can look at it just from a different point of view. So if I want to know everybody that has connections into Apple, all I have to do is drop in the corporation here and then start shopping, right? So here I've got a lot of people at these firms that have connections into Apple. A lot of them do. And then you're going to get into smaller firms, mid-sized firms. This might be really good from a recruiting perspective too, because you can begin to see, you know, who is where that might help you get into Apple. You also can, if you're a recruiter and you are pitching someone to a law firm, run their name through that attorney connection report. And if they're trying to get more business within the energy industry and you've got an attorney that has lots of connections there, that could really be a help to get that person in the door and get an interview. There's lots of different ways to look at this data. And we're going to be talking to all of you to see how you use it and what else you might find, you know, helpful in the report.